fucking tables!
Hey, what's going on? WillBe Reviews, you already introed, but yeah, we're going to talk about Ghost in the Shell, which we just saw.
Ghost in the Shell.
I actually did not know Scarlett Johansson, what she looked like in the movie. I just showed up to the theater like this, and
He did.
I got a lot of pictures with people.
Yep. I put him on Snapchat. Yeah. Look at the... No, turn around. Stunt.
Dedication, alright? Tell me I'm beautiful! Tell me I'm beautiful!
He threatened to kill me if I didn't tell me he's beautiful.
Tell me I'm beautiful! Oh my god! Okay, so Ghost in the Shell, if you don't know, it was based off an anime, and in a future where cybernetics are on the rise and people are able to, you know, like add on things to themselves, like better vision, better like kidneys and stuff like that. It's like half human, half robots. I guess you could call them cyborgs. And this woman wakes up in a completely cyborg body, Scarlett Johansson, and she's told that her brain has been transferred into that body.
But her ghost still remains within herself. And the ghost meaning is pretty much her soul or her brain, like her conscience and everything like that. And that's what they mean by her ghost.
Yeah, so let's start with our likes and our dislikes.
Yeah.
I think ours are kind of different. So,
we walked out of the theater, I was like, man, that's amazing. He was like,
fucking snooze. Let's let you start, because I know you probably got a lot more likes than I do.
So, one of the biggest likes I have is how they literally put this anime into a reality. And I was like, yo, this is legit. Like, this is so good. Like, the way that they just completely brought everything to life. I loved the visuals in this. I loved Scarlett Johansson. I loved the guy that played Bato. I'm sorry that I don't have your name. I don't have the IBD pulled up.
We will know your name, though, because I definitely want to see him in more stuff.
Yeah, you were honestly great. I loved the Japanese man. He was my favorite. He was.
He said I was racist. Takashi Kitano. Wow, I got it.
High five, man! Hell yeah! Okay. He was awesome. Like, I really liked how they didn't like try to say, "Hey, man, you gotta like try to speak English in this." You know, they really didn't try to like whitewash this movie as much as people was anticipating they were gonna do. But I love that they pretty much recreated the story and sort of expanded some things in the story from the anime and put this into an actual movie, and then they got a bit more in depth with a few things. So I mean, honestly, that's really all my likes. There's really nothing else I can really say unless I want to spoil a few things.
My likes aren't completely different. I think I just like the same thing you did, just less probably. But very
just less,
visually appealing. That's probably what kept me around. I'm not saying like I was gonna leave the theater, but like what kept me in tune was when they would cut to a really cool shot of the city, and it was like Blade Runner and like how they have all the projections and everything. It's very good cinematography, whether it was just whether it was CGI or it was like actual cinematography. You could tell they had a few mixed shots because they obviously couldn't do them. All the effects were cool. I liked a lot, like when things are glitching and everything. Scarlett Johansson's invisibility looked awesome, and how they gave like a shimmer to her like suit and everything. And yeah, let's do it right now. Woo. I'm not gonna do that shit. Let's specify also right now, he's seen the anime. I have not. I was you think I would be like, oh, I want to see it before this, but I wanted to get two different opinions. So the whole style, I think it was taken from the anime, of course, of like how the guns, the cars, the buildings, just everything, how it looked. It's awesome. It definitely feels like a different world. Yeah, actors. We'll get into Scarlett Johansson and my dislikes, and then
oh boy,
white hair dude. What's his face? What's the character?
Bato?
Yeah, Bato. He was really cool. You might disagree with me a lot here, but I almost wish it was about him. I liked him a lot more than the main character because she was just very stale and just like. Okay, we're getting into dislikes here. Let me. I can see you're getting very heated on the inside. Takashi Kitano, he was awesome. Got his second time, 2 for 2. Or he's just got this like face. He doesn't even really have to say anything. You just know how he feels.
I only have 2 dislikes. There is a villain that is introduced in the beginning of the movie, but I'm gonna put quotes around villain. So there's a villain that's introduced in the beginning of the movie that you think is the main bad guy that I thought was really cool, because it reflected back to the 1995 movie that they had, and then they kind of turn it around a little bit, and then they make it, towards this other person, which was not necessarily predictable, but it was kind of like, well, if I wasn't so immersed into the movie, I probably would have noticed that, like, in the beginning, oh, this is going to be the bad guy, because clearly all this other stuff that's going to happen. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much my only dislike. I mean, if I have another one, it's probably the times where they had the 2005-ish looking CGI. So, I mean, that's my only dislike for Ghost in the Shell, honestly. I really can't think of it. If I think of any when he's saying his dislikes, I'll probably, interject. But, as of now, I don't only have one major dislike.
Well, I might interject your interject, all right?
Okay, oh my god,
All right, so I'm going to start out with boring as shit. I was not entertained throughout the whole thing. I was just very bored. Like, I did not care about the main character, did not care. Like I said, I cared about Bato, and they, going for 3. Takashi Kitano.
Oh, shit!
Let's get into Scarlett Johansson. I don't think she was bad. I just think she wasn't the right fit for the role. And it's not even like the white thing either. It's just, I don't know. When she delivers serious lines for me, she just always sounds fake. Like, even like in Avengers, sometimes when she's doing like Black Widow, and I don't think it's like her fault. I think it's just me. Everything that was going on, I just, through each scene was like, oh, okay, cool. All right, that happened. Okay, now they're here. All right, cool. Now they're over there. Okay, cool. Now they're doing it. Okay, cool. I just didn't care. And I don't know what it was. Just this movie just, besides like the visuals and everything, I didn't care. The story was very predictable. And I know I haven't seen the anime, so it's probably maybe harder to predict in the anime, but there's just nothing that surprised me. Next is there was no good.
How many damn dislikes do you have?
There's 2 more.
God damn!
No good bad guy. I just didn't care about any of the bad guys. I didn't care about anybody in the movie. I guess I keep saying I don't care. That's
just overall.
That's
What
like
you can say before you just keep on hearing all these damn dislikes in my ear. I don't want to hear all these dislikes.
Okay,
to be honest,
okay.
He overall just didn't care about it.
I just didn't care. Like, nothing made me care for anybody or anything in the movie.
Yeah.
The only thing that was cool for me was just visuals. And one thing I want to say, one last thing is, although it's not like the movie was bad. Like, I felt there could have been more. You said earlier it's a complete copy, which I think is a fault, because if you just copy and paste, it's not, there's no point of doing it in the first place. You need to do some sort of adding your own to it. And I don't mean changing it. I mean finding a middle of, like, when you're bringing it to real life and live action, if you just copy it, who cares? You need to do something that you can't in the anime in the real life. And since you have real actors, you can probably bring across real emotion more. And like I said, I didn't care about any of the characters, because I felt like they just watched the anime and just copied everything they did, probably bringing something new to it while keeping it the same. And that's probably my biggest critique. He's gonna counteract me, so let's do this, bitch.
Oh god.
Girls, how do you do this?
I don't know how I applaud all you females. For me, I personally enjoyed this movie. It's not necessarily an experience, but this is definitely a fan service to all the fans of Ghost in the Shell. Especially, I mean, if you grew up, or if you watched the anime, or if you watched the anime multiple different times, and you know it from like the back of your hand or anything like that, I would definitely say watch this movie. For me, I think this movie's very dope. I would definitely buy this on Blu-ray. I would definitely I already have it on Blu-ray. The 1995 25th Anniversary Deluxe Edition. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a collector.
I'm gonna edit the collector from Guardians of the Galaxy on your head right there.
I'm not. I was very satisfied. So I mean, for me, I enjoyed the movie.
I think you stated it. My rating overall is fan service. I just think if you have seen the anime, which I haven't, you will enjoy it. For me, there's definitely. I was gonna fall asleep a few times, but it was again very visually.
I heard you yawning.
Yeah, it was very visually appealing and very cool. If you're not a fan of Ghost in the Shell, I'm not saying to not see it, but maybe it's a wait till it comes out on like Blu-ray or like rentable, or I don't know what you do.
Just get it from Redbox.
You pirate. I don't know. You fucking losers. Meh. That's my review.
Okay.
Meh.
So dope. Meh. All right.
Yeah. I get
So now-
average of watchable.
Okay.
Gonna get into spoilers.
Oh man, spoilers!
And,
in the end of the movie, where Scarlett Johansson or Motoko was fighting the spider tank, what they did the exact same thing that they did in the anime. I was like, oh shoot, this is exactly from the anime. They literally taken everything from the anime. At that point, when she was pulling everything, and they're showing the muscles, and they went to the back, and they showed like the back muscles, and then like they went up to the bicep, and everything else, and then when her arm started to rip off, and it ripped off, I was like, dude, that's exactly how it happened in the anime.
I think I've seen the actual anime version of it.
They literally took so many different scenes from the anime and put them into the movie. What I really enjoyed about the movie is how they really paid a lot of dedication and really paid a lot of tribute to the anime, and this is literally a movie for the fans. I wish it could have been more movies for the people that really haven't seen the anime, but then again, when I first watched the anime...
I'm the one wearing the suit, too. What the fuck?
That's,
what happened?
I don't know.
What the fuck happened here?
I don't know.
I didn't even like the movie.
For me, alright, there's that. You gonna have to have that off? Because that thing was bothering me the entire time. Anyway,
Get in my mouth.
when we found out that the actual mind literally was put inside of a different, like, a legitimate shell... Like, this is someone else's mind inside of some other random ass body that does not look anything like her at all.
Yeah, I was like,
I thought that was really, really interesting. What they went on about was your self-purpose, and are you really just a ghost inside of a shell? Like, who are you really? Have I lived different lives before? Is this really me?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, as far as my spoilers, I don't really have, there's nothing really to spoil, because I don't know, it was just, for me, but I will tell you my favorite scene of the movie by far was going for 4. I deleted that app for more space. Takashi.
You got it.
Takashi. It's either Takono or fuck it. I fucked the 4th one. I'm okay with it.
It's okay.
I got 3 out of 4
One piece.
When he's in the car and he gets shot at, and he totally is just like, and you're like, he's not dead. Of course, he's not dead. But when he comes out and he uses his fucking suitcase to block the bullets and then has a revolver, out of all these technological cool weapons and everything everybody has, this motherfucker's got a revolver. And then he just fucking, afterwards he says, what did he say? Don't send a rabbit
to kill a fox.
Yeah, and then he's all
That was
on the guy's dead body.
The dopest stuff.
That was the coolest scene. I was like, I want to see a movie about that guy. And like, I want to see what he does after that. And then the car of the dude... the street fights, those were all my favorite. When they're in the streets shooting and stuff like that, that was cool. Because then you saw the city and everything. That
was almost a cut for cut as well. Mm-hmm. That was definitely a good fan service type thing. This again for me, I think it's very, very dope. I mean, we talked about a few things about the spoilers. He mentioned a few things as well. Me and him, and I both have different, opinions about the movie. But for me, as a fan, I'm satisfied. There's some things that I didn't like, but then again, they're so minimal. It's like it doesn't really matter. It's small nitpicking. But for Noah himself, since he hasn't seen the anime and he kind of just went into this a little blinded, it's a little bit of a snore fest for him. So for me, I say this movie's dope. Just to go over our rankings really quickly.
very mean, man.
Oh,
it hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry.
Going in very blinded.
Well, I mean, he kind of.
My eyes were wide open, man. I was just bored.
It's watchable. I'm definitely gonna buy this on Blu-ray. I'm definitely gonna own this.
Can you tell me one thing though? Do you think I'm pretty? Do you think I'm pretty? I said, do you think I'm pretty?
And once I have that, so yep, all right. So for me, even though I really don't necessarily like cherries like that.
Yeah. Don't touch my sack.
Oh no, I don't know. What?
Did you ever see that movie where Hugh Jackman? It's like a comedy movie where he just has the ball sack hanging from his.
They just fucking. Oh shoot! Hold on, I forgot to say this. So my girlfriend, she told me that she did not like Power Rangers because they spend a lot of their time in the Megazords. They spent too much time in the robots, and it was kind of like it wasn't like how they did in the TV show where they fight the people first and then they make the big monster big and then that's when they go into the robots. First off, babe, they're called Zords. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. They're called Zords. I told you this on the phone last night. They're called Zords. Zords. Z-O-R-D.
What the fuck is wrong with you, okay?
Hold on. What the hell is wrong with you? I'm kidding.
You're about to fight me. I was about to bring out my Scarlett Johansson moves on you, man.